You probably think your morning cup of tea is the ultimate health ritual, a gentle elixir that cleanses your liver and sharpens your mind. You have been told for decades that tea is the ultimate antioxidant powerhouse, a safe haven from the jitters of coffee and the sugar of soda. But if you are over the age of 60, what you have been told is a dangerous half-truth that might be silently sabotaging your kidneys, leaching calcium from your bones, and even accelerating cognitive decline. Most of the teas sitting in your pantry right now are not the pure, natural remedies you think they are. In fact, many popular brands are effectively delivery systems for heavy metals, fluoride, and oxalates that your aging metabolism can no longer process with the same efficiency it once did. Before we peel back the curtain on the multi-billion-dollar tea industry and reveal which specific varieties are toxic for the over 60 body, I want you to take a moment and think about your future. You have worked your entire life to enjoy these years, to remain independent, and to be a pillar of strength for your children and grandchildren. If you value your health and want to ensure you never become a burden to your family because of preventable chronic illness, please subscribe to this channel and join our community. By hitting that button, you are making a commitment to your longevity and claiming your right to the scientific truth that the big food conglomerates would rather you never hear. Together, we can protect your independence and keep you thriving for decades to come. The primary reason we have to be so careful after 60 is that our biological filters, specifically our kidneys and liver, undergo significant physiological changes. When you were 30, your body could flush out excess oxalates or trace amounts of lead found in low-quality tea leaves without much effort. Today, those same substances can accumulate in your joints as painful crystals or cross the blood-brain barrier, contributing to that frustrating mental fog you might have dismissed as just getting older. We are starting our list of the 4 worst teas with a category that almost everyone has in their kitchen: commercial decaffeinated black tea. It sounds like the responsible choice, right? You want the flavor without the late-night insomnia. However, the process used to strip caffeine from these leaves often involves chemical solvents like ethyl acetate or methylene chloride. While the industry claims these dissipate, trace amounts remain. And for an aging nervous system, these chemicals are pure poison. Furthermore, the decaffeination process often strips away the beneficial polyphenols, leaving you with a cup of brown water loaded with concentrated fluoride. High fluoride intake in your 60s is a direct path to skeletal fluorosis, which mimics the pain of arthritis and makes your bones dangerously brittle. If you have been feeling more aches and pains in your hips and knees lately, your innocent-looking decaf tea bag might be the hidden culprit. Moving deeper into the danger zone, we have to talk about the deceptive world of herbal detox teas. These are marketed aggressively to seniors who want to lose a few pounds or improve digestion, but they often contain a hidden enemy called senna. Senna is a powerful stimulant laxative that creates a physical dependency in your colon. When you consume this regularly over 60, you are essentially training your digestive system to stop working on its own. This leads to chronic electrolyte imbalances, specifically a drop in potassium. For a younger person, low potassium is a nuisance. For someone over 60, it is a cardiac emergency. Low potassium levels can trigger heart palpitations and dangerous arrhythmias that Big Pharma is more than happy to treat with expensive prescriptions, never once asking if you are drinking a daily detox tea. These teas are designed for a quick profit, not for the long-term structural integrity of your internal organs. They strip your body of the very nutrients you need to maintain muscle mass and heart rhythm, all under the guise of cleansing. The third tea you must purge from your routine is anything packaged as a ready-to-drink bottled iced tea. This is where the common enemy of big industry really shows its face. These bottles are not tea, they are chemical soups. Most contain high fructose corn syrup, which spikes your insulin and fuels systemic inflammation, the literal fuel for every age-related disease from diabetes to Alzheimer's. Even the unsweetened versions are often brewed from low-grade tea dust that has been found to contain levels of lead and aluminum far exceeding safety standards. Because these plants are often grown in industrial areas with contaminated soil, The leaves soak up heavy metals. In a glass bottle or aluminum can, these metals remain stable until they hit your stomach acid. Once absorbed, aluminum has a terrifying affinity for the brain. Research from leading institutions has repeatedly linked high aluminum accumulation to the plaques found in the brains of dementia patients. You are paying these companies to provide you with a convenient beverage, but the hidden cost is your cognitive legacy and your ability to remember the faces of those you love. Finally, we must address the trend of high oxalate specialty teas, specifically the concentrated powders like certain types of instant black tea. Oxalates are naturally occurring compounds that, in high concentrations, bind to calcium and form stones. As we age, our risk for kidney stones and gallbladder issues skyrockets. Drinking concentrated instant teas is like throwing sand into the delicate gears of your renal system. These stones are not just painful, they cause permanent scarring in the kidneys, reducing their function and moving you one step closer to dialysis. The industry loves instant tea because it's cheap to produce and has a long shelf life. But it offers zero nutritional value to a body that is trying to maintain its mineral balance. You deserve a beverage that supports your vitality, not one that forces your organs to work overtime just to survive the morning. Now that we have identified the toxins hiding in your cupboards, we can pivot to the solutions. There is a world of incredible, life-extending teas that act as genuine medicine for the over 60 body. These aren't just pleasant drinks. They are tools to sharpen your mind, strengthen your heart, and keep your skin glowing. The first must-drink on our list is authentic, high-quality hibiscus tea. This vibrant red infusion is one of nature's most potent antihypertensives. Clinical studies have shown that drinking 3 cups of hibiscus tea a day can be as effective as some common blood pressure medications in lowering systolic levels, without the side effects of dizziness or fatigue. For those of us looking to maintain our independence, keeping blood pressure in check is the single most important factor in preventing strokes. Hibiscus is packed with anthocyanins that strengthen your blood vessels and improve circulation to your extremities. If you suffer from cold hands or feet, or if you are worried about your cardiovascular health, hibiscus is your first line of defense. It tastes tart and refreshing, and unlike the chemical-laden bottled teas, it actually works in harmony with your biology. The second essential tea is white tea, specifically the silver needle variety. While green tea gets all the marketing glory, white tea is actually the superior choice for the aging body. Because it is harvested from the youngest buds and is the least processed, it contains the highest concentration of catechins and the lowest amount of fluoride. White tea is a powerful ally in the fight against collagen breakdown. As we cross into our 60s, our skin loses elasticity and our joints lose their cushioning. White tea contains enzymes that inhibit the breakdown of elastin and collagen, effectively acting as an internal anti-aging serum. It also has a very subtle, natural sweetness that requires no added sugar, helping you avoid the glucose spikes that lead to weight gain around the midsection. When you drink white tea, you are flooding your system with the purest antioxidants available, protecting your cells from the oxidative stress that leads to cellular mutation and cancer. The third pillar of a healthy senior tea routine is ginger tea, but specifically freshly steeped ginger root. This is the ultimate anti-rust treatment for your joints. Chronic inflammation is the silent fire that consumes our mobility. Ginger contains gingerols, which are bioactive compounds that block the same inflammatory pathways as over-the-counter painkillers, but without the risk of stomach ulcers or kidney damage. For anyone over 60 dealing with osteoarthritis or general stiffness, a daily cup of ginger tea can be life-changing. It improves gastric motility, ensuring that you are actually absorbing the nutrients from your food, and it serves as a natural shield against seasonal illnesses. Maintaining a strong immune system is vital because, at this stage of life, a simple flu can take a much heavier toll than it did in our youth. Ginger keeps your internal defenses primed and your joints moving fluidly, allowing you to stay active, go for those long walks, and play with your grandkids without reaching for a bottle of pills every hour. The fourth, and perhaps most transformative tea for those over 60 is rooibos, often called red bush tea. Originating from South Africa, this is not technically a tea leaf but a legume, which makes it naturally caffeine-free without the need for the dangerous chemical processing we discussed earlier. Rooibos is a nutritional powerhouse specifically tailored for bone density and heart health. It contains a rare antioxidant called aspalathin, which has been shown to help balance blood sugar and improve insulin resistance. As our metabolism slows down, our bodies often struggle to process carbohydrates, leading to type 2 diabetes and the dangerous systemic inflammation that follows. Rooibos helps sensitize your cells to insulin, keeping your energy levels stable throughout the day. Furthermore, it is rich in minerals like fluoride-free calcium, manganese, and magnesium, which are essential for maintaining bone structure. Unlike black or green teas, Rooibos is extremely low in oxalates, making it the safest choice for anyone with a history of kidney stones or those who want to protect their renal health as they age. It provides a rich, earthy flavor that satisfies the craving for a robust brew without any of the heart-pounding side effects of caffeine or the mineral-leaching properties of commercial blends. When we look at the big picture of your health, the transition from toxic teas to these healing infusions represents more than just a change in your grocery list. It is a fundamental shift in how you care for your aging biology. The tea industry, much like the pharmaceutical industry, relies on your lack of specific knowledge. They want you to believe that all tea is created equal, so they can sell you the cheapest, most contaminated floor sweepings packaged in fancy boxes. But your body at 64 or 72 is a finely tuned instrument that requires higher quality fuel than it did at 25. By choosing hibiscus, white tea, ginger, and rooibos, you are actively decalcifying your arteries, protecting your brain from heavy metal accumulation, and providing your bones with the minerals they need to stay strong. This is how you maintain your dignity and your freedom. This is how you ensure that your golden years are spent traveling, gardening, and enjoying your family rather than sitting in a doctor's waiting room discussing the side effects of yet another prescription medication. Let's talk about the practical application of this knowledge, because the how is just as important as the what. To get the true medicinal benefits from these 4 must-drink teas, you have to move away from the convenience of bleached paper tea bags. Many of those bags are sealed with polypropylene, a plastic that sheds billions of microplastic particles into your drink when exposed to boiling water. For a body over 60, these microplastics act as endocrine disruptors, messing with your hormones and contributing to weight gain and fatigue. Instead, invest in loose-leaf teas and a simple stainless steel or glass infuser. This small change ensures you are getting the full spectrum of volatile oils and antioxidants without a side of melted plastic. When brewing your white tea, remember that it is delicate. Never use boiling water as it scorches the leaves and destroys the polyphenols. Aim for water that is around 170 degrees. For your ginger and hibiscus, however, you want a longer steep, at least 10 minutes, to draw out those heavy-hitting anti-inflammatory compounds. It is also vital to consider the timing of your tea consumption. Many seniors make the mistake of drinking tea with their meals. While this feels like a nice ritual, the tannins in many teas can inhibit the absorption of iron and calcium from your food by up to 60%. Since anemia and osteoporosis are major concerns after 60, I recommend drinking your medicinal teas at least 1 hour before or after you eat. This allows your digestive system to prioritize the nutrients from your meal first, followed by the antioxidant cleanup crew provided by your tea. By staggering your intake, you are maximizing every calorie and every microgram of nutrition, giving your body the best possible chance to repair and regenerate. This level of intentionality is what separates those who simply age from those who age with vitality and grace. We must also address the common enemy once more, the hidden additives in the creamers and sweeteners you might be tempted to add. If you are adding artificial creamers or sugar-free syrups to these healing teas, you are effectively neutralizing their benefits. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose have been linked in several studies to altered gut microbiomes and increased risks of stroke and vascular disease in older adults. If you need a touch of sweetness, a small amount of raw, local honey or a few drops of pure stevia leaf is a far safer alternative. But I encourage you to try these teas plain first. Your taste buds have been conditioned by years of overprocessed, hyper-sweetened industrial products. As you clear the toxins from your system, you will find that the subtle notes of a high-quality white tea or the zing of fresh ginger are far more satisfying than any chemical additive. The journey to optimal health after 60 is not about deprivation, it is about discernment. It is about realizing that you have the power to influence your genetic expression through the simple choices you make in your kitchen every day. The big food companies will continue to market natural and healthy teas that are anything but, because their bottom line depends on your convenience-driven habits. But you now have the scientific authority to see through those labels. You know that a bottled, sweetened green tea is just a soda in a green dress. You know that a cheap decaf bag is a chemical cocktail. And most importantly, you know that you have the tools to protect your kidneys, your heart, and your mind. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You are waking up with clear eyes, a sharp mind, and joints that move without the grinding pain that many of your peers accept as just part of getting old. You are independent, you are active, and you are a source of inspiration for your family. That version of you is built one cup at a time. Every time you choose a mug of fresh ginger or rooibos over a processed alternative, you are casting a vote for that future. You are refusing to be a statistic in the epidemic of age-related decline. You are taking control of your biology and showing the world that being over 60 can be the most vibrant, healthy, and impactful season of your life. As we wrap up this deep dive into the world of tea and longevity, I want you to take a look at your pantry today. Be ruthless. If you find those bottled teas, those detox laxative blends, or the chemical decaf bags, get rid of them. They are not worth the risk to your health. Replace them with the 4 pillars of senior vitality we discussed. Start your morning with white tea for your brain and skin. Have a hibiscus tea in the afternoon for your heart, and end your day with a warm cup of rooibos or ginger to soothe your inflammation and support your bones. This is a simple, affordable, and scientifically backed protocol that can change the trajectory of your health starting today. Your health is your greatest asset, and protecting it is the best gift you can give to yourself and your loved ones. By staying informed and questioning the mainstream narrative, you are already ahead of the curve. The road to a long, vibrant life isn't paved with expensive pills or complicated procedures. It's paved with the wisdom of nature and the discipline to choose what truly nourishes you. You have the knowledge, you have the plan, and you have the power to stay strong, stay independent, and stay healthy for many years to come. I hope this guide has empowered you to make better choices for your long-term well-being. If you found this information eye-opening, please share it with a friend or a family member who could benefit from these insights. Word of mouth is the most powerful tool we have to combat the misinformation spread by the industrial food complex. We have covered a lot of ground today, from the dangers of fluoride and heavy metals to the incredible cardiovascular and anti-inflammatory benefits of nature's best herbs. Remember, every sip is a choice. Make the choice that honors your body and your future.